Hi, thanks for joining me for my Makeup Monday. My name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast. And this is my Makeup Monday for Monday the 13th of May 2024. So today I'm going to do a fun fold card. It's called a Diagonal Gatefold card, and I saw this on Sue Campfield's YouTube channel and I wanted to give it a try because it's a great way to use your designer series paper. So let's flip down to the craft desk and we can get started. Okay, so I am going to use some new products from the new annual catalogue. So this is a new annual catalogue. If you don't have one and you'd like one, just let me know and I will get one to you. Yeah, so just let me know and I'll either organise to drop it into you or, you know, I'll get one in your hands if you need one. So I'm going to go to one of the new suites in the catalogue. It's called the Unbounded Beauty Suite. I'll get rid of my little bookmark here. Okay, so this is a double suite. It's on page 52 and 53 and 54 and 55. It's a double suite. So there's two stamp set and dies in this suite. There's some bling, resin dots, some designer series paper, and some shimmer paper or glimmer paper. And this glimmer paper is in the new in color 2024-2026 in color glimmer paper. So yeah, Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, Summer Splash, Peach Pie and Shy Shamrock. And then there's this beautiful designer series paper called Unbounded Beauty. Now what I have in this suite is this stamp set, the Unbounded Love, which is the sentiment stamp set, and these dies that cut out the certain sentiments, and this paper. I haven't got anything else in this suite. I probably will get this glimmer paper though, because that's really looks lovely. So that's what we're going to be using today. So let me put my catalogue aside. And so this is the stamp set and the dies. So if you just want to buy the dies alone are $63, but the bundle is $96.25. It's a photopolymer stamp set. Oops, that's all my little cuttings out. So it's a photopolymer stamp set, so it's great because you can see through the stamp as you're stamping, and it's got some really good sentiments in it. So let me hold that up for you without the glare on it, hopefully, from my lamps. So it's got some really good sentiments in it. It's got a happy birthday, it's got a with sympathy, it's got best of luck, it's got these hope, love, faith, peace, and then some other little ones that you can put inside your card. So like hope you could put on the front, and inside is believing in a brighter tomorrow. Love never gives up. Faith is being sure of what we cannot see. So it's got celebrate, hello, you are loved, friend, may all your wishes come true. It's got some really good sentiments in it. It's always good to have a good sentiment stamp set, I always think, in your collection. So I think all my lamps are doing a bit of a glare at the moment. So that's the bundle. And let me show you the paper. I'll just move that over to here. So I think I'm going to choose this piece to work with today. So that's the piece I'm going to choose. Now this paper's got a lot of the in colours in it. It's got Berry Burst, Calypso Coral, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash and Pretty Peacock. So it's got the 5 new in colours in it, and it's really pretty paper. So let's have a look at it. Let me get a piece out at a time. So we've got all the, actually I could do it this way. Let me just get to it. There we go. I think that's right, yeah. So this is the one I think we'll use today, and that's the other side. This is another one. So it's a really beautiful paper. And that's the Shy Shamrock and the Summer Splash, I would say. This is Petunia Pop and the Shy Shamrock and Summer Splash. Petunia Pop. This is Peach Pie. So the B-sides of the paper are always good because they're sort of more, well, not neutral, but not as busy a print and they're good to so let's go back and look at all the B-sides. So that's the B-side of that one. That's the B-side of that one. So yeah, the B-sides tend to be a more neutral or versatile print, not as busy as the A-side. So that's the one I've chosen to use today. So let me pop these back in a packet if I can. Okay. So this is the card. This is the card. So it's a diagonal gatefold card. Now I played with it and did it to Sue Campfield's measurements, but they are imperial and American sized. So I've changed it up to be more our standard card base size and just changed it a little bit, but kept the design the same. So, and I used old designer series paper, retired designer series paper first, because I didn't want to cut into my brand new fresh pack and mess it up. So that's what you get on the inside. And you could do a belly band if you wanted to, but I've just done my sentiment panel. So, and I think that was Sentimental Park. I think that's what it is. It's carried over. And then if you want to stand it up to display, it stands up like that. But as I said, if you wanted to do a belly band, you could, but I don't think it needs one because it does close flat to go in an envelope. And it's a great way of using your designer series paper. And you get to see both sides, the inside, like both sides of the paper. That's what I liked about this design. So let's put that there. And we shall get started. Now I need my trimmer. Now this one's a little bit tricky because I've got some things in centimetres and some things in inches. So we are going to use pretty much half a piece of designer series paper, or it's 14.4 centimetres. And I'm just making sure this isn't directional. It's not, so it doesn't matter which way I cut it. And I'm also just making sure that I'm recording and that I have sound. It looks like I've got sound, so that's good. So 14.4 centimetres is not quite 5 3/4 inches. That's 5 1/2. That's the 5 3/4, which is 14.6, but we want 14.4. Okay, so we're going to cut that. And we've got this one to make another card, and we'll have a little bit left over. Okay, we're going to keep our cutting blade away, far, far away, because we don't want to cut. And we're going to put it in on the long side, and I'm going to do this part in inches because this part in inches is easier. It's 2 inches. So score it at 2 inches, score it at 4 inches, score it at 8 inches, slide it along to 8, and score it at 12 inches. Oh, no, sorry. Score it at 8 inches. What am I doing? 8 inches, which we did, but I'll just do it again, and 10 inches. It's getting ahead of myself. 10 inches. And then I'm just going to put it up to the 12-inch mark and make sure. We just need to take a little sliver off here, and then our card will, just that tiniest little sliver, so it's actually just that sliver wider than the 12 inches. Okay, so I'll move that out of the way for the moment. Now this is where we have to decide which way we want our paper. Do we want that on the inside? We can always change it around with our folds, but we can have a little look first. So we're folding it on the 4 and 8 inch mark, and then folding it on the 2 and the 10 inch mark. So if we want it that way, that will be on our outside, like so, and that will be on the inside. But what we're going to do is we're going to cut here. So that will be the reverse. Or if we want to do it the other way, just reverse your folds. There we go. And that will be on the outside. And these will be on, I think I want it the other way around. I really do. So yes, I'm going to go back to the way I had it. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to get a pencil. And we're going to go back to centimetres again. And we're going to mark it at 7.4. This is 14.4 centimetres, and I can hear little Rosie coming in. Come on. Let me just close the door. Okay, that's 14.4 centimetres, so we want to mark it halfway, so that's 7.2 centimetres. So we're just going to put a little pencil mark at 7.2. I am getting a bit muddled, aren't I? And then over here, the same, I'm going to put 7.2 centimetres and put a little mark on there. Okay, so basically I've just put a halfway mark, halfway down this side of the fold, of the edge of our folding. And we're going to put this back in our trimmer. And we're going to get the score line, the first score line. We're going to put the first score line in our track, in our trimmer track, and that point, the pencil mark where we've marked, in the trimmer track too. And we're going to put it like so. And we're going to cut. We'll just put that to one side, and we're going to do the same on this side. We're going to put the score line, the first score line in our in the trimmer track, and the pencil mark in the trimmer track. That's hard to say. And we're going to cut, not score. We're going to cut, and we're going to put that to one side as well. So let me get rid of our trimmer because I don't believe I need that again. Okay, now we're just going to fold in our designer series paper. I'm going to bring our pieces that we've cut off. So we've cut those diamonds, triangles off. We're going to put them down like this. And then we're getting to see both sides of the designer series paper. Now, the next thing you'll want to do is just get rid of your pencil mark. Just get rid of that. Get an eraser and get that off. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do, and I just realized I haven't prepared the insides of the inserts of my card, but that's okay, we can do that together. Now I do think I need to put a new blade in my trimmer, and I must do that tomorrow. Just put that down. So we're going to get our glue, and we're going to put that on this side of our triangle. Too much. And we're going to line that up with our bottom edge and line it up with our side edge and just match it up. And I've got glue spurtage. So there we go. Just mop up our little bit of excess glue. There we go. And then I'm going to put glue on this triangle. It's just a really great way to use pretty much half a sheet of designer series paper. It's a really good card to use up some of that in your stash. Line it up to the bottom left corner and the edge and the bottom edge. Just move it. You can shimmy it across a little bit with the glue. It's a bit of wiggle room. There we go. A bit more spurtage there. There we go. Now my fingers are getting stuck to it. Okay. So pop that back on there. So now, pretty much that's it. How cool is that? And I love it, the way this design, this card design, shows both sides of the paper. Let me hold it up a little bit. Let me turn this lamp off. Nope, that's no good. Okay, so you can see both sides of the paper, and then when you open it up, you get just mainly the one side, but you can see both sides. I really like it. So this now measures 10.3-ish by 14.4. So you want a card base 14.8 centimeters long, and I've cut this a fraction wide, so I will slice that down a little bit. We want that at 10.8. I didn't want to cut it too narrow, so I left it a little bit wider. So it's currently 11, so I'm only really taking 0.2 of a centimetre off. But let's see how that goes now. I'll keep our trimmer here just in case. And see, that looks pretty good. Yes, I do need to replace my blade on my trimmer. Yes, we'll go with that. But I will need some more. So our inserts are going to be 8 centimeters by 10, or 3 1/8 by 3 7/8. So how wide's that? Yep, let's do 8 centimeters by 10. Oh, that's nearly 10. Oh, that's a bit messy there. Perhaps I should have replaced my blade before I started. That might have been a good idea, but I did not. Okay, so that's that. And now I just need a piece of white cardstock. And this is going to be 7.5 centimeters or 3 inches by 9.5 centimeters or 3 3/4 inches. Okay, now I think we've got everything we need. So that's going to be our insert, and I'm still trying to snip off some raggy edges. That's going to be our insert for our card, and by doing a smaller insert, it means you don't cover up as much as your pretty paper. But before we do that, we're going to put that onto our card base. So this is 10.8 centimeters by 14.8, or in inches, it's 5 and, just looking, 5 and 5, 5 and 5/8, 5 7/8 by 4 1/4. Sometimes it's harder to convert it back into inches, so I'm going to just put glue on it. Touch my mouse and it clicked back. So that's on the back of our designer series paper, and we're just going to center that on our little card base panel like so. And just shimmy it up a little bit. There we go. And we've got our pieces on the inside, and that's really still quite rough. So that's something to notice. Actually, I think all of a sudden my blade goes shabby on my trimmer, and it sort of gave me no warning this time round. Okay, so let's get our Summer Splash ink down. Now I have already pre-cut some little dies from the Unbounded Love set. So I cut this one here and then this one, and that's what we're going to put on our front of our card. And I've also cut a few extra little leaves, because you have some little leaves, little extras that you can cut out. So let me just see if Happy Birthday fits on the front of that banner. Just not sure. Let's just see. Oh, just, where's my block? Yes, that will fit. So we can do that on the front. And let's see what we can... May all your wishes come true. That sounds nice for the inside. That would be this one, I think. Let me grab another block. Is that block going to be big enough? I believe it will be. Okay. So let's just put that on our block. There we go. And this is Summer Splash. I really like this colour. It's a stamp before we stick. That's my motto. I'm going to put this down here. May all your wishes come true. And we shall pop that back away so we don't lose anything. There we go. And we'll close that up for a moment. And we'll attach that to our little insert piece. So as I said, this is a really, really easy fun fold card and get to use a lot of your paper, pretty much half a sheet of your designer 12 by 12 designer series paper. And the card design is really good because you get to see both sides of the paper, which is always a worry because you don't always like to cover up either side because you like them so much. So I am going to put that inside my card. So it showcases both sides of the paper, which I think is a great idea. And I'm just going to eyeball it, center it on my inside panel between the two score lines over here, pretty much. And I am going to get my glue eraser, I think it's called. We used to sell them. We don't sell them anymore, which is a shame because they're so good. There we go. And I'm going to do that down here because I had a bit of excess glue hanging out and I've managed to get it all over the place. There we go. Okay, so that's the inside of our card done. And it's looking pretty good. Okay, so as I said, I've cut some of these banners out of the Unbounded Love bundle. And I'm going to layer these two together because I think they layer quite nice. And we'll put that there. And we might tuck some foliage around. We'll think about that. Let's stamp our happy birthday first. So we'll open up our Summer Splash again. So yeah, if you're starting out, it's great to have a really good sentiment stamp set in your collection. There we go, happy birthday. Because you'll use it, you'll get so much use out of it. Okay, I'll pop that there. So I am going to pop that on there with glue, and then I might put it onto my card with dimensionals. So, oh, that's not what we wanted to do. Look at that mess. Oh, thank goodness for the glass mat, hey? Because we didn't really want to do that. Just going to pop that there. Oopsie. Okay. So that's what I'm wanting to do there. But what I don't know what I want to do is where I want to put my little leaves, because I thought they would look quite good. But if I do, I'd really like one there, but then how am I going to do that? Because it will be sticky and it won't be attached. So I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. Definitely want to do this. But I think 2 on that side would look silly. Maybe I just go with the 1. So let me get my glue dot, and I'm going to put it this way round. And we'll just line it up like so. Get our dimensionals down. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that one. And we're going to just put a couple of dimensionals like so. And I've done it like that so I know I don't go past the halfway mark. And attach it like so. Maybe I don't need another leaf. See, if I put a leaf here with a glue dot, it's going to be sticky. Or would it? Let's just try it and see what happens. I know I can always use my embossing buddy to get rid of some stick if it's problematic. Now that's a little bit sticky on that side, so if I get my embossing buddy and just take some of that sticky, that's better. Now that's not going to stick when the card's closed. Yay, I worked around it. Okay, so that's pretty. I've got to put some bling on, of course. But how easy is that card? How easy is that card? That's pretty much it. It's done. And you open it up and you see both sides of the paper. You get to see both sides of the Designer Series paper. And let's get some bling. Okay, so this is the new In Colour Shimmer Gems, which is just divine. I love it. And let me just find Summer Splash. That's these ones. I'm going to put one there and one here and one maybe over on this side. And that's a card. What a super simple fun fold card that is. So let's go back over and just retrace our steps so we can go through how we made it. Okay, so we got a piece of Designer Series paper, 14.4 centimeters by 29.7 or 12 inches. We scored it at 2, 4, 8 and 10 inches, and we just took the tiniest sliver off from the 12-inch mark. That's not it. This is it. The tiniest sliver. So our paper is just a fraction longer than 12 inches. So we just took that little sliver off, and then the reason why we did that is when we fold it, it doesn't have a little bit extra hanging here, because that's what happened on my first card. Then we measured down halfway down, 7.2 centimeters, and we put a pencil mark, and we cut from the first score line down to the 7.2 centimeter pencil mark on either side. We flipped those triangles over and we attached them to the base of our fold so that it looks like this paper's here, like a piece of this paper is folded back, but it's not. So it's trickery of the eye. We've cut those triangles off and placed them down here to match the two triangles at the top. So that gives us a diamond of the reverse side of the Designer Series paper. We've just added a small insert panel so we don't cover up all our beautiful paper, just enough to write your sentiment and stamp your sentiment and write on. And then we've just put a little banner across. And if you wanted to, you could do a belly band, but I don't want to. It sits quite flat to go in an envelope, and that will go in our standard envelopes. So that will go in our standard envelope for mailing. So that is a diagonal gatefold card. And I just really loved that design when I saw it. And I love the way it showcases both sides of the Designer Series paper. So let me just, there we go. So thanks for watching my Make It Monday this week and on my pretty diagonal gatefold card. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a go at making it. It's, as you see, it's quite simple. I hope everyone had a lovely Mother's Day yesterday. I had a lovely day, and I hope everyone enjoyed themselves and got to see some family and had a nice time. So I shall see you on Friday for Card and a Cuppa. Have a great week, everyone, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.